if you're repeating patterns, there is a thread, there is a frequency that you fully, consciously, and properly need to let go of.
Welcome to the Words of Wisdom podcast. This is the place to be to raise the consciousness within in order to create a life and business of ease, flow, and freedom. This podcast offers inspiring stories, strategies, and special guests to help you become your most aligned self. I am Minerva Maharaj, a former NBA Toronto Raptors dancer turned ICF accredited spiritual life coach, founder of Goddess of Wisdom Spiritual Life Coaching, and Star Seed Academy coach training. My soul's mission is to show you the impossible is truly possible. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Let's get to awakening your soul's wisdom.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Words of Wisdom. Today, we're going to talk about ending a cycle before starting anew. As we're coming to this cycle of 2023, the end of this year, I want to guide you and give you some words of wisdom on how important it is to properly end a cycle before starting anew. Now, this is coming from experience because it is this year that I realized I was carrying this bad aura, you can say, around my business. And this is full transparency here, that it was this year that I realized for 8 years, I was carrying this air about my business that was deeply rooted in doubt. It was deeply rooted in disappointment. And I only recognized that 8 years into my business. And once I became clear on that, I went through the steps to end that cycle. And here's the thing, like I do these rituals on myself. We set these New Year's resolutions. We write out our goals. What do I want to let go? What am I ready to call? And we do those things. And that's just as important. But this is taking it one step further and really looking at the frequency that you have been carrying with you in a cycle. The frequency you have been carrying with you, not just this year, or maybe just this year, you want to look at that. But I'm talking about a cycle. It could be a cycle in your business from when your business started to where you are to this point, or it could be the cycle of this past year, or a cycle of a certain phase you're going through your life as a new mom, as a new parent, as someone who's leaving the corporate world and starting their own business. Right? It's so important that whatever this cycle is, whatever this phase that you're in, that we consciously and properly end this cycle before we start a new one. Otherwise, what's going to happen is you're going to continuously carry this air about you, this frequency, unconsciously into this new phase, into a new business, into a new stage in your life. And so for me, when I became so clear that, holy shit, I was carrying doubt and disappointment my entire life in this common thread in every phase of my life, from when I was a little girl wanting to be a singer and dancer, and I accomplished that. I was a dancer and actress, did some singing as well. I'm not going to share any of those singing videos, but I actually did a commercial. Turtles, rah, rah, rah. Actually, I auditioned for the commercial. I never got chosen, but it was damn cute. But when I look back at all the phases of my life, from when I was a little girl, being this aspiring dancer and actress, to when I became a dancer and actress, to start leaving that world and starting my coaching business, to now owning basically 3 businesses, my coaching business, my coaching school, and my Airbnb this year, I realized, holy shit, there was this common thread of doubt and disappointment that was buried within there, that I was carrying with me. And that was a huge aha moment for me. And from that awareness, I went into, what am I going to do about this? Like, who do I want to be? How do I want to feel? How is this serving me? Right? And so you go through these different phases, you go through your life experience. And if you're feeling like there's something you just can't seem to let go of, you may be carrying a thread, a frequency that is not serving you. It's within, people say I have curses and stuff like that. No, it's you. It's just your mindset. It's your energy. It's something in your energy field that you may be unconscious about. But there's something that you need to let go of. If you're repeating patterns, there is a thread, there is a frequency that you fully, consciously, and properly need to let go of. Okay. So you need to end those cycles before you start a new one. I encourage you to end that cycle before you start a new one. Otherwise, it's just going to feel like you're just carrying garbage, baggage, and dragging it with you into the new era, into the new stage, into the new year. And then wondering, why isn't this stopping? Why isn't anything changing? It's because there's something that you fully need to detach from and let go of and become conscious about. Okay. So maybe as I'm talking about this is already something's coming up in mind. So I'm going to give you some things to think about here to bring awareness to this. What is the common feeling you've had in your business, in your career, or in your life? Choose a cycle, choose an area. It's entirely up to you. But if we're looking at this past year, for example, what would you say is the common theme of this year? Maybe it feels like struggle. Maybe it feels like it was up and down. Maybe it feels like you're almost there, but not quite yet. What is the common theme? What's the pattern you noticed with this past year? And then what is the frequency from this year? What is the energy that you feel like you've carried throughout this year? What is the energy that you are ready to let go of? What is that feeling? What is that thing in your heart or energy field that you feel is bogging you down? You're like, I am done. I am just done with this and I'm ready to let it go. So before you can change anything, you need to become aware of it. So hopefully these questions or maybe something else is inspiring you to have this awareness or at least be open to what is the frequency, what is the energy, what is this common thread that I am ready to let go of. So just become aware of it first. What is this common thread? What's the common frequency? And then you can make a choice. Do I want to continue feeling this way? Do I want to continue carrying this frequency throughout my life, throughout my business, into the next new year? And then you make a choice. A choice. I'm done. I'm done. Or you may make the choice of like, I'm not done yet. I need to think about this. I need to understand. I need to blah, 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 all in the head. That's what's perpetuating this. Okay. You can decide in a split second, I'm done. But not just say it, but believe it. So you need to make a choice from a conscious, connected space. What are you going to do with this frequency? What are you going to do with this common thread? Make that decision right now. And once you do that, I encourage you to have some sort of ritual around this. You notice that anytime there's an ending of something, there's a death in life, there's an ending of a cycle. I really love New Year's. Like that just, I love Christmas too, but I love New Year's too because it really feels like a ritual. It really gives us a point in time to really end something, to end a cycle and bring in the new year. And you hear people say, I can't wait for the new year. Well, you can create your new year right here, right now. So create a ritual around it. You know, maybe you're going to light a candle. Maybe you're going to go by the lake. Maybe you're going to meditate on it. You're going to pray about it. You're going to journal about it. Maybe you're going to light a fire in a safe space and burn it. Do a ritual with elements, with water, with candles, in nature. Make a sacred moment for yourself where you're going to remember this moment in time where you're like, that was the day I was done with doubt. That was the day I was done with lack. That was the day I decided I'm done with struggle. Just like how you will remember how you celebrated your 40th birthday or a certain passing or, a defining moment in your life, I want you to remember the day you ended this cycle, the cycle of lack, the cycle of fear, the cycle of struggle, the cycle of not owning your power, the cycle where you were looking at everybody else but not yourself, the cycle where you started taking responsibility and ownership for you and your life. So, what is it that you are ending today? What is it in you are ending today? And have a ritual around that. Have a funeral about it. I say the word funeral, not funeral. Make it fun. Because before something else can be birthed, there's a death before rebirth. There's an ending before a rebirth. So this is your moment to end what's no longer serving you. Yes? Yes, I feel it. I feel it too. I am so excited for you. So end this cycle before you call in and start that new cycle for 2024 or at any time in your life. I want to hear from you. How does this episode resonate with you? DM me on Instagram, Goddess the Wisdom Coach. Leave a review or leave a comment from anywhere you're listening to this podcast from. I really hope this episode resonates with you. Before we leave, I just want to remind you we have the Manifest Year 1-day Mastermind planning party happening Wednesday, January 10th in 2024. But if you register before December 13th, you get it for $50. This is like a 200, if not more, dollar mastermind. I'm doing this for $50 until December 13th, and then the price goes up. In this 1-day mastermind, what we are doing, we are activating your vision, your power within, and a plan so that you are moving in the most aligned way towards your vision and creating a tangible, inspiring plan. And this is so different from the old way of goal setting and setting resolutions. It's not that. We're having a party around this. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be so rejuvenating, so refreshing. We're going to do this online because I have so many clients all over the world. And it's just going to feel like we're at home at a party. So come to this mastermind, 1-day mastermind. I do live teachings. We do live coaching. We'll do some Q&A. And it's just going to be so igniting and such a great way to start your year and so integrated and connected to your power, your purpose, and your plan. So join us. We'll leave the link below. Hope to see you there.